Welcome to my little book club. My name's Diana, and I can't wait to talk about books with you all. Shelly, she came to visit me, and we buddy read one of our books. We happened to have good timing on it. Maybe it was a little planned. So we buddy read The Dark Truth by Knaak. So we're going to talk a little bit about that. This was Knaak's first book, and it definitely shows. It's a vampire story. I guess I will just start with reading the back of the book so that you guys can kind of hear what it's about. San Francisco PR pro Elizabeth Rubis reluctantly agrees to a night out on the town. Little does she know that her life will be altered forever as childhood night terrors come to life. A face in the window. Elizabeth's deepest, darkest fears crawl out of the inky blackness as her lifelong tormentor is revealed during a rare Northern California thunderstorm. A hallucination in the raindrops proved to be an evil yet familiar entity. Fueled by hatred for her tormentor, Elizabeth cuts a bloody swath across the San Francisco Bay Area in a desperate quest for revenge. No one is safe from her rage, not even her friends and family. So, vampire book. Cool part, she's 44, so I thought this was going to be pretty awesome. But it wasn't. I don't know how to do a negative book review. Feels awkward.
Yeah.
But I will read the next book mainly because I want to know if things get answered, but I don't. She's read the second one. It doesn't get a lot better, so maybe the third one.
I hope.
Yeah. The story itself, I will say the ideas he had, the story itself has a lot of potential. But there's not a lot of follow through. He doesn't execute it very well.
Right, yeah. Not enough character development. You're just left kind of scratching your head like, wait, what? I thought there was something happening over here, and then it just drops.
Yeah, a lot of drop things.
Yeah, right.
I felt like this author, it was like he picked what's popular. So it's a trilogy. So trilogies are popular right now. Young adult genre, I don't know if that's the right phrase. Category, young adults, popular. Vampires, popular. 80s is coming back. It's popular. All of this stuff thrown in there. But that's the problem, is it's literally thrown in there and doesn't the base of the story is good, but it's like a 80s thrasher movie. Like,
yeah.
A lot of killings, a lot of gore, a lot of all of that, but not a lot of development.
Substance. Yeah. So far, I will say the second one is better. So if you can get through the first one and just keep going, and I'm hoping that the third one will tie up all the loose ends, and he would have had time to think more about the story and the characters and development and tying up loose ends and
like I said, it's got a good base, and it's a sequel. I knew that going into it. It's a 3-part series, so you expect there to be some unanswered questions. You expect there to be like a cliffhanger. That's expected, right? But this was like, there was like one character who you start to like get interested in, and you think there's got to be more to her, and then it does become clear in this book that no, there's not. Like, why did you leave all these clues that there's like something there, and then nope. Or you think, oh, maybe Elizabeth is the main character. Like, maybe something's going on here. Maybe there's a real inner struggle going on. Nope, it's not there. Like, again, cliffhanger. So maybe the third book, because obviously the second book doesn't answer all of it. Maybe the third book will. But it's like, I don't know. I'm not left wanting more. And even though there are unanswered questions. It's like things just get dropped. Not even just not answered, because sometimes, you know, things don't get answered in series, but there's like the clues that it's going to be answered right away, or you learn a little bit more. Maybe not the full answer, but you learn some. This didn't happen in this one. It was like, oh, look, this is like a really pretty cool story. Like, it could get interesting, and let's make this intriguing, and this person's and then it's just dead. Like there's a few sentences. Like, ooh, I want to explore this. No, it's gone, and it doesn't appear to be coming back. Weird. It's just weird. So
yeah.
What are your thoughts on that?
Well, I've read the second book, so
so go ahead and
so
share
there is more. Yeah. So it's a little more exciting, the second book, and some things are dealt with, some questions are answered, but not everything. So I don't know if the third book will tie up everything else, but if I hadn't bought The Dark Descent, I wouldn't have read it at all, which is kind of sad.
Yeah. On the back, at the end of the book, it does talk about the author a bit and his history, like what his background is, and it says that he spent 16 years in digital media, and he was a historian, and he wrote about football, like articles, like sports articles and things like that. And then all of a sudden, he wanted to try his hand at this, and I'm thinking, maybe he is a good writer, but he's not a good fictional young adult writer. Like, this should not have been what he wrote on. He seems to lack, he has a good idea, but he lacks the character development, he lacks the story development. Like, it's like I just clicked. Like, he states the facts of the story, but he doesn't actually make a good story. Like an article.
Right, yeah.
Like, you would write an article, but this isn't how, you're not supposed to be reading an article in a story, you know? So it's not terrible.
Right.
It's not that I think nobody should read it, but if it's on your list and you're interested, but you're like debating between this and like some other book that's supposed to be really fabulous, read the really fabulous one that you think is going to be, this can wait. I'm not saying don't ever read it. It's not that it's bad. It has a good base, and I'm hoping it gets better by the third one.
Right. There's that.
There's hope.
Yeah.
So maybe the third one's going to be amazing, and all those loose ends are actually going to come back, and maybe all those little hints that he made throughout the book really will get answered. But so maybe the third one will make it worth it. But as of right now, my initial response is I only gave it a 2.
I would agree with that completely.
So yeah, that's my thoughts on The Dark Knight. The Dark Truth. Apparently, I keep wanting to talk about Batman. Because Batman's a lot more entertaining than this. So that is also my first negative review.
I know. I feel sad that it happened to be negative.
I know. We talked a lot. We were trying to figure out what books we wanted to read so that we could do a book review together while she was visiting.
Yeah. We
didn't pick the best one. So. Sorry. So I think we are probably going to head off. I made my husband be silent in the background, and he's playing his Xbox, so I should probably let him get back to talking to his friends. Sorry about that. So, thanks for tuning in. Oh, now your daughter joins us.
Right.
So thanks for tuning in. And let's see, I always leave on a question. So what's a good question to ask? Did anything special happen? Did you do anything special this weekend? I know some of your answers already. So, bye. Thanks for tuning in.
Yeah, thank you.
Talk to you guys later.